Once upon a time, in a quiet town where days passed slowly, there lived a young boy who often watched the hours slip by. The town was calm, with narrow roads and soft mornings. Nothing rushed there. People walked without hurry. Birds sang without fear. And yet, inside the boy's heart, there was always a gentle restlessness, like a clock ticking softly, but never stopping. The boy was ordinary in every way. He was not poor, and he was not rich. He was not weak, and he was not strong. He went to school, helped at home, and dreamed in silence. People around him believed he had something special inside him. They would say, "You can do many things if you try." He smiled when he heard those words, but deep inside, he felt unsure. He felt heavy, as if his feet were always a little slow. Every morning, he woke up with plans. He told himself he would study better today. He would practice his skills today. He would begin the work he had been delaying. But when the morning passed, he found himself waiting. He waited for the right mood. He waited for the perfect time. He waited for tomorrow. And tomorrow always seemed kinder than today. As days turned into weeks, the boy began to feel tired without doing much. His schoolwork stayed unfinished. His dreams stayed in his thoughts. When he saw others moving forward, a quiet pain grew inside him. It was not loud. It was not dramatic. It was just a soft sadness that followed him everywhere. At night, he lay awake and thought about all the things he wanted to do. He imagined a better version of himself, a confident boy, a focused boy, a boy who did not delay. These thoughts comforted him for a moment, but when morning came, the comfort faded and the waiting returned. Sometimes, he promised himself, "I will start tomorrow." He said it again and again. Tomorrow became his favorite word. It felt safe, it felt easy, but it also carried a quiet fear, a fear that he tried not to see. One evening, after another day passed without progress, the boy sat alone near an old workshop at the edge of town. The workshop belonged to an elderly man known for his calm ways. The man often repaired simple things. Chairs, doors, clocks. He never rushed. He never complained. The old man noticed the boy sitting there, staring at the ground. He did not ask many questions. He simply said, in a gentle voice, "You look like someone who is carrying something heavy." The boy hesitated, then spoke softly. He said he wanted to do better. He said he had dreams but never started. He said he felt stuck, even though nothing was holding him. The old man listened without interrupting. When the boy finished, the man stood up slowly and picked up a small wooden box. Inside the box were many tiny screws. Some were new, some were old, some were slightly bent. The man placed the box in the boy's hands and said, "Come back tomorrow morning. We will fix one loose chair together. Only one." The boy nodded, though he did not understand. The next morning he came back. The chair was old and shaky. The man showed him one loose screw and asked him to tighten it. Just one. It took less than a minute. When it was done, the man smiled and said, "That is enough for today. You can go." The boy felt confused. He thought they would do more. He thought it was too small to matter. The next day, the same thing happened. One screw, one small task, then go home. After a few days, the boy finally asked, "Why do we stop so soon? The chair still needs more work." The old man looked at him and said, "Because the chair is not the lesson." He paused, then spoke slowly. "Every time you delay, you believe you need a big moment to begin. You wait for energy, you wait for courage, but action does not come from waiting. It comes from doing one small thing now." The boy listened carefully. The man continued, "When you tighten one screw, you tell your mind that you can begin. Not later, not tomorrow." Now the words were simple, but they stayed with the boy. That evening, the boy went home and opened his books. He did not plan to study for hours. He read only one page. Then he stopped. The next day, he did the same. One page, no pressure, no promises. Slowly, something changed. The fear became smaller. The waiting became shorter. He no longer asked if he felt ready. He simply began. Weeks passed. The boy noticed he was calmer. His work improved. His confidence grew quietly. Not because he became faster, but because he became consistent. He still had days when he felt tired. He still felt unsure at times. But now, when he felt like delaying, he remembered the chair. He remembered the single screw. He remembered that starting was more important than finishing. Over time, others noticed the change. They saw his steady progress. They saw his quiet focus. They called him successful. But the boy knew the truth. His success did not come from talent or luck. It came from choosing to act when he wanted to wait. One evening, he returned to the workshop to thank the old man. The chair stood firm now. Every screw was tight. The old man smiled and said, "You fixed more than a chair." The boy smiled too. The lesson is simple. Procrastination is not laziness. It is fear dressed as waiting. And the cure is not big effort. It is small action, done now. If you feel stuck, do not wait for the perfect time. Choose one small thing. Do it gently. Do it now. And if this story brought you peace or clarity, you may like, share, or subscribe. Walk forward calmly. One small step is enough.